What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the, you guessed it, Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over the social sphere at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs. I am always available to talk Packers or anything for that matter. Today is Friday, July 18th. Happy Friday. Hope you guys have had yourself a good week. The weekend is here. And you know what else is here? Packers training camp. Rookies are reporting today. And on top of that, QB1, Jordan Love has also decided to report to camp already today with the rookies instead of waiting until Tuesday when the veterans come to town. Our QB1, our leader, future MVP of the league this season is in the building. And yeah, you just love to see it. Love to see how he's kind of come into his own and grown as a leader. Big things coming. Big things coming, I'm telling you. Things, at least in my opinion, are feeling a little different this year. I'm always hyped for the season, as I know all of you are too. I'm always, whenever somebody asks me how I think the Packers are going to do this year, it's always Super Bowl champs, baby. That's my answer every single time. That's always my response. But this year, this group, I'm excited for, specifically Jordan Love. We kind of got shafted last year with his injuries. On top of that, the wide receivers dropping more passes than anybody else in the league. And yeah, Jordan himself just not playing how we saw that he could in 2023. So he's got to stay healthy. Our guys have to come down with the ball on at least the bare minimum routine catches, please. And then maybe if you feel like going out, bailing him out, making an insane play, an insane catch once a game or once every other game, that would be nice too. But I think we could see a pretty special year from Jordan. And I'm talking MVP conversation. I'm talking top 5 quarterback in the league, undoubtedly type year. And maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm a homer. All these things are probably true. But with the group we have on offense at every position, wide receiver, running back, tight end, if he has anything less than an elite passing season, I'll be disappointed. So looking forward to some Jordan Love action this year, as I know you guys all are. All right, enough of my homeristic ranting. Let's get to why I'm here, shall we? And that is to chat it up with you guys. Thank you for all your comments. My man, Jaden Kimbrough in the house. What's up, Jay? Bear down, baby. Yeah, we've got some enemies in the chat. That's okay. That's okay. I know we're living in your head, Jay, for the majority of the year, right? It is your favorite time of the year as a Bears fan, the offseason. Just messing with you, buddy. Phil, is this thing on? Phil, long time no see, my man. It's been a while. Took a little planned break after the season, and it extended a little bit, but that's okay. I am back and better than ever. Green Mohawk, I worry about the defense. You shouldn't. Hey, we had a top 10 defense last year. Only going to be better. A guy that immediately popped into my mind, Xavier McKinney. So excited to see him in year 2. Evan Williams, year 2 as well, in the league, that is. Excited to see him back there. And same goes for Javon Bullard, that safety room in general. I'm just excited to watch. We could see Javon in the slot a little more maybe. But hoping he has a better year without having to be unexpectedly thrown around like he was last year. Phil, Jordan putting on some positive weight. Marriage. Yes, he did get married. Got hitched a few weeks ago. Fun fact, my cousin was actually at the wedding. She is good friends with Veronica, his fiance. So that was cool. Told her I could be her +1, but didn't hear back. So that's okay. Riley, Tucker Kraft will lead our team in receiving yards. Now, Riley, that is a bold statement for sure. I don't think it's going to happen solely because of the guys that we have at the receiver position. I think Jaden Reed is going to be fed a ton. At least I hope he did. At least I hope he is. Romeo Dobbs will get his. And then you've got the newbies, Matthew Golden, Savion Williams to feed too. So I was listening to Aaron Nagler yesterday, and he reminded me that the Packers have never had a 1,000-yard receiving tight end ever. Not once in our history have we ever had a tight end go for over 1,000 yards receiving. And yeah, with how storied and long the Packers go back, it's wild to me that we've never had that. But Paul Kaufman actually holds the record with 814 yards in a season receiving by a Packers tight end. So really, we haven't had one come close. Tucker last year had 707 yards on the year with 50 catches. So realistically, he'd have to probably get around 75 or 80 catches to probably get there. So we'll see. With all the guys that we have to feed, I don't see it happening, but I would absolutely love if you are correct, Tucker Kraft being the first one in Packers history to do so. That would be great. Thank you, Riley, for the comment. Appreciate you hopping on. Have yourself a great weekend. Mark, heading up to camp this year, Rob? I am, Mark. I am indeed. I will be up there during week 2. And I'll also be heading to Indianapolis to catch their joint practices there and the preseason games. So I'm excited. That is for sure. So pumped to, one, be back in Green Bay, check out training camp. Nothing more that I love outside of actual games than I love than being at training camp. So it's just the best time. It's chill. There's no stress. There's nothing to be uptight about. It's just practice. We're hanging out, checking out the players. I'll actually be on the sideline this year, checking out practice. So that's cool. Get to stand. I'll be a boy amongst men on the sideline for Packers practice. Thanks, Mark. Haley, how do you see the running back room shaking out? Haley, that's a great question, and definitely one of the main things and I'm sure everyone else will be watching unfold during camp is indeed the running back room. And who will be the second guy, the third guy? I don't think they'll keep 4, but we'll see. If Marshawn Lloyd is healthy, that is who I think will be running back 2. And then, if I had to guess, I think Emmanuel Wilson will be the third. But it's hard to say without really seeing Lloyd in action pretty much at all since we drafted him. He played, 10 total regular season snaps last year before being out the rest of the season. So, and we know what we've got in Wilson, a natural-looking runner, can pass block, has been in the system for quite some time now. And you can't not mention Chris Brooks either. Anytime he was out there last year, he looked solid, especially in pass pro. So the greatest thing about all this is, the running back room as it stands right now is deep. It's solid. And with Josh Jacobs leading the way, I'm excited to see those guys battle it out there starting next week on Ray Nitschke Field. So running back room, I am definitely excited about. Marshawn Lloyd, got to stay healthy. That's the number one thing. He was unable to do that last year, unfortunately, to nobody's fault. And then he had the appendix removal towards the end of the year that kind of kept him out the rest of the season. So an unfortunate hit of injuries for Marshawn. But, we saw what he could do at USC. I'm excited about him. That is for sure. Thank you, Haley, for hopping in. Appreciate your question. Armin, the toughest NFC North opponent. Toughest NFC North opponent. Well, after our 1-5 record against them overall last year, I probably should say they're all going to be tough, which I think they will be. But I still think it's going to be the Lions. They've lost both of their coordinators, but I think they just have too good of a team player-wise to let that hinder them that much. I'm hoping the Vikings fall off a cliff win wise. And yeah, with JJ back there at quarterback, it's impossible to say or really know if they'll be any good. And then we've got the Bears. My man Jay was in here earlier talking about how they're going to be good. I hope they aren't, but we were a fingertip away from getting swept by them last year. And I know we sat our guys partway through the second game at Lambeau, whatever. But come on, man. A 4 or 5 win team coming into our house and yeah, beating us, outplaying us pretty much all game. That to me is embarrassing regardless. So I guess you could look at it the other way. We were a fingertip away from losing to them the first round, and then we were a field goal away from beating them the second time around. But yeah, can't be playing down to the competition like we did in that second matchup. I think they'll be good this year, as much as it pains me to admit. Still going to stick though with the Lions overall on who I will think will be the toughest NFC North opponent. Thank you, Armin. Have yourself a great weekend, my man. Good seeing you. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. As always, appreciate you tapping in. Love me some Packers football talk. I'll be back and at it again on Monday morning, and I'm already excited to jump into training camp and talk with you guys every day about what's going down at Ray Nitschke Field. Have yourself a great weekend, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you.